Hi everyone. Today I want to talk about bullet journaling. I know this is a different kind of video than the ones I have normally been making, but I posted a picture of a page on my bullet journal on Instagram and I got a lot of questions about like if I made it and if I drew what I drew and like how you do it. So I wanted to make a video about that. And bullet journaling, all it is it's like writing notes and stuff, but the pages aren't lined, they're bulleted, which I will show you in a minute. So I got into that in the past week or two just because I had a lot of time on my hands and I saw it on Pinterest and I thought it was a cool thing to do, so I ordered one. So what I'm going to do is show you what a bullet journal is and like the kind of the idea of it, and then I'm going to show you like how far I got into my bullet journal and the different pages that I created in it. And I will link everything down below in the description of what you need and even the things, some of the things that you don't need but you can get just to make it a little bit more fun. So if this is something you're interested in, please stay tuned. First thing you're going to need: a bullet journal, a pencil sharpener, a ballpoint pen, a pencil, any pack of colored pencils, an optional whiteout strip, and a ruler. Now let's start with the bullet journal. First I open it up and there is a section to put your name, and then there are 3 pages of like table of contents so that you can put what is in your journal right here. And they do have page numbers on. I'm just going to flip to a random page. There's a page number down here, and then this is all that a bullet journal is. It's just bullets and you pretty much just have the freedom to do whatever you want. They do suggest brush pens. I don't use brush pens, I just use these colored pencils. They're just like the ones that you would get in like elementary school or something. They're just regular colored pencils. And I use that and just a ballpoint pen I had laying around. So let's get into what kind of pages that I have done so far. Now this is only a week for me, I think. I haven't had it that long. So I'm just kind of making a like 2019 goal kind of journal. You can do daily and weekly pages. Like if you go on Pinterest and put in, bullet journal, it'll show you there's like a layout for like a daily page, like you have a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and so on. And there's also one like a month, like people can do calendars on here. But I know that I can't keep up with it that much, so I just am doing one that can count for the whole year, and even more than that. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Okay, I skipped the first page because I wasn't sure what I wanted to put on it quite yet. So, skipping the first page, the second page is a map of the United States, and this is everywhere that I've been. And I wanted to do this just so that I could get a visual of everywhere I've been, and I thought it turned out really nice. Like I didn't draw this, I traced it. Most of this stuff is kind of like cheating. Like I traced most of it and I looked at pictures for most of it because I am not artistic whatsoever. So if you think that you need to be artistic to do this, then you're wrong, because I am the least artistic person in the world. So what I did is I traced it, and I traced all the states and everything. And then I colored in the ones that I visited, but down here I decided to list them all. And I like to collect pictures of myself with like the sign, the state sign. When you first cross over to a new state, there's like that sign on the highway. So I colored in the ones that I have the state sign with, because not all of these ones are the ones that I have a sign with. So this is my first page. It took me quite a long time to do it because I was really nervous. I did it all in pencil first. I just used any regular pencil and did it. And I'm really happy with how this turned out. So that's an idea I got off of Pinterest, and this is an idea that you can just keep for years on end. You don't have to change it when like a new year happens, or even like you don't have to keep up with it until you visit another state. The next one, I got both of these off of Pinterest too. This is places I want to go. I haven't filled it out yet, but there will be like 2 lists of places where I would like to go, and then I'll have like boxes so I can check it off. And then this is a wish list, and like the things that I want and the things that I absolutely need. I haven't filled this out yet either because I'm just not really sure what I want to, like what direction I want to go with that quite yet. But these are both on Pinterest too. I'm not creative, so I pulled them right off of Pinterest. Okay, the next page is like my Bible readings page. And I have read the whole Bible a few times before, but I decided that I want to start fresh in 2019. So I looked up a picture of a bullet journal bookcase on Pinterest, and I just had to make as many books as there are in the Bible, and I actually labeled each one. And my idea with this is that I can color them in as I read them, so that way it's like a clear distinction of what ones I have read and which ones I haven't. This is a new one too that I made. It was because I wanted something to correspond with the Bible readings because the next page has like a different theme. And by the way, a lot of people do like themes. Like I've seen a lot of people do like they'll put the word January here, and then they'll have like the month of January calendar and like what they want to do in January and things like that. But I just decided to keep it random because I don't mind it being random, and I can't really think that far ahead. So this is just what I decided to do. So this one is favorite hymns. I actually kind of stole this from a quote page that I saw a picture of. And every time I think of a hymn that I like, I will put it down and then I'll like draw something different around it, and hopefully it'll fill up and it'll look pretty nice with like all the different shapes and stuff. Okay, the next page is actually my 2019 goals page. And I decided to model this after the Dave Ramsey Wheel of Life, and there were actually 7 categories, but I just chose 6. So they are spiritual, career, financial, intellectual, physical, and social. I haven't filled it up yet because I'm still kind of like going over the fine details of my goals. But like all this really is just a ruler and a pencil and then a pen. Like that, it's nothing fancy. Anyone can do it. It's just a bunch of straight lines and a lot of time. So this will be my goals page, and I'll check off the boxes that I have here once I reach that goal. And then the next page is actually kind of goes along with this goals page. It's like my like social media goals. So it's like follower count. I have a YouTube, Instagram, and Poshmark followers that I want to keep track of. And then what I did is I just put the date and when I reached that. I just started pretty much from where I am now. I didn't start at the bottom. Like YouTube will start at 100 and Instagram starts at 2,000. Poshmark starts at 100,000. So it all really depends on like where you are in each of the social medias. But this is just how I wanted to do it. And then like down here is like the ultimate goal of where I wanted to reach, hopefully by 2019. But like that's not a definite. Like YouTube, probably not. Hopefully Instagram and maybe Poshmark. You know, it's not like a goal that I really want to achieve. It's just nice to keep track of it. The next page goes along with my reselling business a little bit more. And I thought it was a good idea to like write down what my month-end tasks were, like which sales reports I want to pull and stuff like that. One of my goals for the end of the year is, or for next year, is to like keep all my money separate and then pay myself, and also put money from what I've made into investments and like retirement funds and stuff like that. So this is where I'm going to put that so that I can keep myself accountable, and then every month I could just like work my way down through and make sure that I've done them all, just so I don't forget, because I know it's easy to like lose track of that a little bit when you don't have it written down. Next is my, again, a reselling page. I decided to make one that kind of corresponded with the page before. So this is sourcing rules, and I'm trying to hold myself to stricter rules when I source in 2019. Like the one is source items to list over $20. So I really need to stick with that. So I wrote it down so I always know that I can go back to this page when I'm like questioning myself whether I should get something. This might end up being a new page by itself. I'm not sure yet. This is 2019 sales and then 2019 income. And I know they're small, but I didn't know what else to put there. So I'm keeping it there for now. And then this next one is just BOLO brands, like brands that I see on people's stories and stuff that I really want to remember and write down, but I just never do. So I made a spot for it. And that way, when I go sourcing, I can take a picture of it, and then I can go from there. When I find one, I can put a check mark in it, and then it's just all in the same place. Okay, this next one goes along the lines of my 2019 goals as well. It's actually my student debt page. And for those of you who have read the Dave Ramsey Financial Peace University, I think it's called, you know that like he talks about the debt snowball, and like you pay off the smallest debt first, and then you use that money to pay off the bigger debt and the biggest debt, and so on. So it's like this like triangle type illustration, but I don't have any other debt but my student debt. So I just decided to build a wall. So each one of these is $100, and I've decided that as I pay it off, as I pay each $100, I'll fill it in. So then I just drew the amount of bricks that I have worth of like $100, so I think it's like 36 or something like that. And I just thought that'd be a neat idea, so then I can actually see how much I have left and how much I'm paying off, and then I can also like be motivated to pay more off, so I can, you know, color in more squares. So I thought that was a fun page. If you have more debt than that, there's a lot of things on Pinterest that you can do that actually shows each individual like credit card and mortgage and stuff like that, and then you can actually like see the snowball effect working. But for me, this is the way that I decided to go. Now this page I kept blank because I had an idea for it, but I don't remember it anymore. It still has something to do with like my finances, I believe. So I just wanted to keep them together, but I can come back to this page. And now my newest page is this quotes page. I'm not done yet, and obviously, but what I'm gonna do is like kind of like the hymns page. I'm gonna like do different shapes and stuff, but I want to do the shapes first and then fill in the quotes later. So I'll make like little squares and stuff and different sizes, so then I can fill it in later when I hear like a really good quote or something, and then I can just do that. So that's all the farther I got on my bullet journal. Like I said, it's only been a week and I've had a lot of time on my hands, so I can do that. But like once I start back to work and back to reselling a lot more, I know I won't have that much time, and that's why I'm trying to just make pages that are like a year's worth, and I'm not going to worry about like my weekly pages and stuff like that. I'm not going to do that. This is just like a journal for like, you know, hopes and aspirations and stuff like that for me, because I can't keep a planner anyway. But if you want to use this, it's a great tool to use for, you know, like planning and everything that you want to do within the week. You can make weekly goals, monthly goals, you know, you can track your water, you can try to do a meal plan in there and stuff like that. So I think that'd be a good tool for it, but I highly recommend this journal. It takes some stress out too, because like you can draw and you can color and you can be a little bit more creative without like having to be creative. So this journal is perfect for that. Again, I'm going to link everything I use down below, because this journal was like maybe $12, I think. It's one of the cheaper ones that I found, and it does the same thing. So I'll link all those below to Amazon. And if you want more videos about bullet journaling, let me know, because I had a lot of fun doing this one, and I had a lot of fun so far doing my bullet journal. So just leave a comment down below if this interests you. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for future videos.